Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine. I'm your teacher Hina Amreen, and today we are continuing our previous topic, rights and responsibilities of citizens. In our previous lesson we have discussed what is a citizenship and how does it work. And in this lesson we are going to discuss about the responsibilities of a citizen and the rights of children. What are the rights basically? Rights, things that you are allowed to do because of nature or because of law. They are called rights. Rights can be divided in many categories, but here we are going to discuss it among two. Number one is personal rights and number two is political rights. Personal rights allow people to live how they want as long as it doesn't get in the way of other people's rights. And what are political rights? Political rights allow people to participate in the political process. We need participation to have democracy. Personal rights can be freedom of speech. People can say what they think. Freedom from discrimination, people must be treated equally, and rights to own property. On the other hand, political rights have the rights to assemble, to get together. People can meet together. Freedom of the press, people can print the facts they want. Right to equal protection under law. Personal rights may also include the freedom of speech. People can say what they think. Freedom from discrimination. People must be treated equally. Right to own property. Freedom of religion. People can believe what they want. And political rights can have right to assemble, freedom of press, right to equal protection under law, freedom to petition. People can ask the government for change without fear. The freedom to ask for change is a political right. Along with this, we have another right to vote. People can elect representative and vote on issues. The freedom to elect representative is a political right of a person, or as a citizen, it is the right of a person living in a country. Along with this, if we talk about personal rights, the next right comes freedom of movement. People can go anywhere and when they want. The freedom to move is a personal right. Let's recall again our personal rights and political rights. The personal rights, we have freedom of speech, freedom from discrimination, right to own property, freedom of religion, and freedom of movement. Along with this, we have some political rights, that is right to assemble, freedom of the press, right to equal protection under law, freedom to petition, and right to vote the right person. If a person knows about the right as a citizen, so the next step is to know the responsibility as a citizen. Personal duties or personal responsibilities and social responsibilities. Things a person should do: jury to duty, pay taxes, obey laws, register for selective service, get an education. And what are the social responsibilities? Stay informed, tolerate others, protect public safety, register to vote, speak your mind. We must pay taxes and should register to vote. Children are the future of any country, so let's talk about some children's rights here. A convention is an agreement between countries to obey the same law. That means that our government has to make sure that every child has their rights respected. So this convention is set by the United Nations, and United Nations is responsible to look after the rights of children in all countries. Let's learn about some basic rules of a child. Every child has the following rights without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, political or other opinion, origin, or economic position. Every child has special protection, opportunities, and services that allow his physical, mental, moral, spiritual, and social growth in a healthy way and in condition of freedom and dignity. From his birth, every child has the right to have a name and a nationality. That means if a child is getting birth in a country, so first right he gets is he must give a name, and the second is that he should get the nationality of that place where he is getting birth. The child that suffers from physical and mental immaturity needs special safeguards and care. That means these kind of children should be looked after carefully. Now comes about the education. Every child has the right to receive free public education that allows him to develop his abilities, individual judgment, and his sense of moral and social responsibility, and to become a useful member of the society. So, education is the first and utmost important right of a child in any country. Every child has the right to be assisted and protected first in any circumstances. That means in case of any accident, any mishap, or any natural disaster, children should be rescued first. Every child has to be protected from all forms of neglect, cruelty, or exploitation. He won't be permitted to work before an appropriate minimum age. This is another important right of a child as a citizen. Every child should be fully prepared to live an individual life in society and brought up in the spirit of peace, dignity, tolerance, freedom, equality, and solidarity. Children should be protected from racial, religion, or any other kind of discrimination. They should be treated equally, either they belong to any religion, any race, or any kind of group. I am sure students you have understood well about the rights of children, about the responsibilities as a children, and about the responsibilities of a citizen in a country. Here is an exercise for you. You are invited to design a poster, and in this poster you are going to portray the rights of a child. Think of your rights as a citizen, as a responsible citizen, and describe your rights on a poster. You can decorate your poster in a more creative and interesting way. I am sure this activity will help you to learn and search out children's rights. This activity has a deadline and you are going to submit this activity till November 6, 2020. I am sure that every student is going to participate in this activity. Take care all of you. Have a nice time. Allah Hafiz. Inshallah, see you in the next lesson.